Hi everyone, it's Marla. Welcome back to my channel, Eclipse, Astrology, and Tarot. I'm here with the weekly reading for the week of January 9, 2016. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can visit my website at eclipseastro.com and follow me on Facebook at Eclipse, Astrology, and Tarot. So let's talk about the energy this week. The first card up is our overall energy. It is the Six of Cups. So this week we're going to be taking a walk down memory lane. And that's appropriate because Mercury did go retrograde this week. And when Mercury is retrograde, we are thinking about the past. And it's really a time to deal with issues that we haven't quite cleared. So mentally, we go back over these things. And often we see patterns when Mercury is retrograde, old patterns that we didn't realize were there. And Mercury is actually going to be meeting up with Pallas Athena too, so that will really help us see the patterns this week. So we're thinking about issues and people from the past. And the message I'm getting from Spirit is that they want you to watch your thoughts very carefully and make sure that you're staying as positive as possible. You know, when we're thinking about the past, it's quite easy for us to get all worked up inside over things that happened in the past. And that can really bring down our energy, bring down our vibration, and have us in a negative place before we realize it. So be very careful and do your best to focus on the happy thoughts, the thoughts that bring you joy. You know, if you look at this card, this deck I'm using is the Lover's Path, and it has Tristan and Isolde on it. And you'll see they're wearing white and there's flowers. You know, that really represents innocence and purity. And Spirit wants you to come from that place this week, this childlike innocence and purity. And not to get all spun up in the memories, but try and focus on joyful memories. You know, it's really a week for us to let go. And if we get ourselves all worked up and negative, we're not going to be able to let go. That's going to make us hold on tighter. So focus on joy this week. This card can also see someone from the past getting in touch with you again, which is another common thing that happens in Mercury retrogrades. You know, you connect with those people from the past because there's still karma to be worked out between the two of you. So again, if someone reaches out to you, come from that place of purity and innocence, you know, especially if it's someone that you have negative feelings towards or anger, and try and put that aside so that you can clear whatever is needed. Or, you know, there could be a good reason, you know, a happy reason also for someone getting in touch with you from the past. The other thing I want to mention with that card is it's really about children and childhood too, like being nostalgic. And I feel like this week would be a good week for you to get in touch with your inner child. You know, again, that goes back to the joy. You know, do something that brings out your inner child. And a lot of the fears that we're trying to let go of can really be traced back to things that happened in your childhood, and they're stored in that inner child you have within you. So try to connect to that child inside of you and let them feel loved and let them know that you're going to take care of them and they don't have to worry about, you know, bad things happening to them anymore. For example, a lot of the fears we have can be traced back to the feeling of being abandoned. And that's something that happened to us in childhood. So connect with your inner child and let them know that you're here now and you're never going to abandon them and that you're going to make sure they're safe. And then you're able to release those old emotions, which is really, that's what Mercury retrograde is for. It's not to torture you by breaking all your electronics or, ruining the contract that you're trying to sign. It's really about you going back over old things that are still holding you back or that need to be cleared up, giving you a chance to slow down and catch up. Okay, the next card is the Hidden Influence. Ace of Cups. So we've had this card a lot, and this card is coming up a lot right now in my readings with clients and in my own personal reading. So I really want to emphasize that this is a wonderful time of new beginnings for all of us. And there's a new moon happening in Capricorn today. And that's a new beginning. Capricorn rules our 10th house. And that's our house of status. So the 10th house is about, our career, our role in society, our life's purpose, what we're leaving. Like, what are we doing? What are we giving to society? What is our role? It's really everything that is public about us. So I feel like for a while now, we've been doing a lot of internal work. And we're kind of ready for the big reveal. The new moon is at 19 degrees, and it's kind of right smack in the middle of this big T-square going on between Uranus, Pluto, and Black Moon Lilith. And the moon is conjunct Pluto. And for those of you that don't know a lot about astrology, a new moon is when the sun and the moon meet up. So you have the sun and the moon and Pluto all together. And Pluto is about transformation and rebirth. Pluto is the phoenix rising from the ashes. So I really feel like this is not only a new beginning, but really a rebirth of ourselves. And we're ready now to take ourselves out into the public. And we're ready to start focusing on mission and giving back to society. We're ready to be our authentic selves now. And we're ready to stand in our power. So the Ace of Cups, this is a new beginning emotionally, a new beginning in love, new beginnings spiritually, good health, abundance. This is a great card. So again, this card could see someone from the past coming back into your life or someone new coming into your life. So be open to the new beginning. And in order to create room for something new, that means we have to end something. So releasing energy, letting go of that is blocking you from enjoying that new beginning. And that big T square is helping you do that between Pluto, Uranus, and Black Moon Lilith. Advice from Spirit. 6 of Coins. So 2 6 cards this week. 6s are balance and harmony. Now this card is about giving and receiving. So money could be coming your way this week. What I'm getting is that this is about balance mostly. And we want to create balance between what we give out and what we take in. And okay, this is something that light workers are going to have to work on, because this is about setting boundaries in some cases. So when you're out there on your life's purpose, you need to make sure that you aren't giving and giving and giving. You want to make sure that you're getting in return, and that involves setting boundaries. There needs to be, an equal balance here. Obviously, if you're giving too much, you're going to get burned out, and you're not going to be able to fulfill your mission. We really need to take care of ourselves so that we're in the best place to help others. This is about sharing your gifts, your gifts that are meant to be part of your life path. You're bringing them public, you're sharing them with the world at this new moon. Sharing the wealth. You have to give out in order to give, to get back. So, giving to charity would be an example. Not being stingy, when you're watching every penny, that is an energy of lack. And so you're sending lack out into the universe and you'll get lack back. But if you share the wealth, if you spend money, if you feel like you're a wealthy person inside, then you're coming from a place of abundance, and then money can flow into your life. So remember this week to balance, and that you give what you get. And, this card is also about rewards and getting what we deserve. Not just financially, but, in all areas of our life. Opportunities are coming our way. Jupiter went retrograde on the 7th, conjunct the North Node. And Jupiter North Node are trining the moon today. So this is really powerful energy of abundance and getting on your life's path. So let that in. The universe wants to bring you opportunity. So what I got this week, energy-wise, was that we really are coming to a place right now where we don't really need to push too hard. And I don't mean that you don't need to take any action steps towards getting what you want, because you always are going to need to take action steps. But we don't need to push. Okay, the universe is gearing up to bring us wonderful new opportunities. And all we need to do is be ready to grab those opportunities. And part of being ready to grab those opportunities is letting go of the old. If you're cluttered up with a bunch of old negative feelings, or if your life is cluttered up with old things, or you're not If your life is cluttered up with negative people, then there's not space for new to come into your life. So you need to create balance. You need to open up the space by letting go. Because rewards are coming. All right, I'm going to get to the goddess card for this new moon. Anya, leap of faith. And Anya's message is, take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. So, whatever your life purpose is, let me start again. What you're getting around what your life purpose is true. You can trust that. You can have faith in it. And it's time to start manifesting that. Set intentions today. Do a new moon ritual. And if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see that I have instructions on what to do. Set intentions not only for this new moon and this month, but for this year. And, you will have to start taking baby steps. But you don't need to push. You don't need to push at things. The universe is bringing everything right to your door. But you got to be ready to take that leap of faith when it comes. So ask yourself, if your heart's desire showed up right now, would you be ready to grab it? If the answer is no, then you need to clear the space that will allow you to grab it. And this is a lot about having faith right now and trusting that the universe is benevolent and it's guiding you and it's not going to steer you wrong. And that, it's the time is here for rewards. So enjoy the new moon. Set your intentions. I love you so much, and I will talk to you next week.